Good morning, shalom, shalom. Not sure how this picture's looking. Oh well. A lot of traffic today. Just watching everybody. Going a little crazy. People don't leave on time, so they're in a rush, they're in a hurry. Make it unsafe for everybody else that's on the freeway here. But today is a beautiful day. It's bright. You can see all the snow in the mountains. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful day. I want to talk to some of the people that are younger than me or my age. I've seen a lot of things going on right now. Planes are falling out of the sky. Literally, there's a plane that fell out of the sky down in Brea, kind of by where we used to live, and it landed 2 houses down from one of our buddies that works with us, from his house, and it killed 4 people. Why they were in their house sitting down, relaxing. So they weren't really safe, even in their own home. They weren't safe. The other day, this man ran over. I don't know what was going through his mind, but he just went and he mowed down a bunch of people in his car, killed a bunch of people, hurt a lot of others. So there's a lot of I really don't like talking about negative things that are going on in the world, but just to bring some light to situations that are going on and a lot of things, the violence that's in the land right now. Now, if you read the Bible, and you'll start seeing that there's different places where it talks about the violence in the land, or the violence in their heart, or the violence covered the earth. When that happens, something drastic starts to happen and change. The Father has to move on the behalf of mankind and those who are praying, his children. It starts to bring judgment and do different things. It starts to change things. So what I'm saying is, number one, I always tell my family is be aware of your surroundings. Know where you're at. I'm gonna give you some practical insight of things that I've been trained with my family and with others. If you get to a circumstance where you see something's going on, the first thing you need to do it very fast. Very fast. You need to pray. Get a hold of your faith, get a hold of the Father, make sure you're in that connection in the spirit realm. You know what's going on. Assess the situation. Even if you see someone needs help, do not rush to help somebody yet. Make sure that you're not going to put yourself in harm, and now there's 2 of you that are in harm's way. Okay? Because sometimes you can walk into a place, you see someone choking, this and that, you don't really see nothing around them. You think they're choking. Maybe something's locked in their throat or something, and that's not what it is. They might be choking on a gas that you cannot see and you cannot smell. And there's many different kinds that are out there. And this actually happened to a police officer. He saw that, he rushed in there to go and help this person, and he ended up dying too. He died with that person because the gas got a hold of him too. When the fire department got there, they assessed the situation. They went in with their gas mask and they pulled both bodies out, and they found the source and they shut it off. Now, if you're untrained and you don't really know what to do, you really shouldn't be touching that person anyway, because you could do more harm than the good. You need to be very careful. And if you have a willingness to help people, then go get trained. You can go to a thing that's called CERT, C-E-R-T. You get CERT training in most cities. It's free. And you'll get trained by the fire department. You'll get trained by the police. And actually the head of the fire department will come out. That's what happened with us anyway. So I'm not sure, but I know the fire department is the one who puts it on, and the city pays for it. And they have it, of all times, it was like every other Shabbat you would go, and you go there for like an hour in the morning, and they put you through the test, but they teach you a lot of things. They teach you triage. They teach you basic first aid. They teach you search and rescue. They teach you a bunch of different things, and how to operate around fires and earthquakes, and what not to do, how not to start sparks, because there might be gas leaking. Gas is really dangerous, and if you start a spark by accident or on purpose, not knowing, you can blow everybody up and really do some damage. So you got to know what you're doing. Search and rescue is a team effort. You never go into a building or a situation by yourself, and you always have physical contact when you're going in and when you're coming out, looking for whoever you need to find and bringing them out. The person going in with you must always have physical contact with you as you're going in and coming out, whether it's a hand on the shoulder, on the back, on a belt, or even if you guys have some kind of lanyard or something to attach each other with. Because if you're going into a dark place and something happens, you need to be able to not be separated and be together. Team effort. And so when you get into that situation, you need to report. Call who the authorities you need to call. The phones are down. Look for help. Look for someone around you. Hey, have you know first aid? Do you know triage? Have you been through certain class? Ask around. You never know who's been trained. You don't know if it's an off-duty officer or policeman or policewoman or whoever. You can find other people that are out there that has been around some kind of training. Maybe they're nurses. Who knows? But they know something. Always collaborate. If you get 3 or more people, what does the Bible say? He says that our Father, He's with us, right? He's there. Get 3 people, especially if they're believers around. But even if they're non-believers, you get other people around you, and 2 heads is better than 1. 3 is even better. Hey, what's going on here? Can we help these people? What do you think? And collaborate, get together, and figure something out. Pay attention to your surroundings at all times. Not to be walking around in fear, none of that junk. I'm just talking about being aware, being consciously aware. Even like when you're driving, you should be checking your mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds. That's a part of the training I do where I work. It's a Smith system, and you look at your mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds just to know who's around you, what's going on. Is there an emergency vehicle coming behind you? Police, fire department, whatever. They need to get out of the way. Somebody's drunk coming up behind you. Somebody who's losing control of their vehicle. Even trucks, they lose their brakes. You need to be able to get out of the way, speed up, slow down, whatever you need to do. You need to be able to react faster than most people if you're keeping an eye on what's going on around you. The same thing going forward. You should be looking out as far ahead as you can see, so you can make quick decisions about what's going to happen before you come upon it. As there's an accident up there, is the road closed, you might have to take a different path. You might have to stop. Whatever the situation is, change lanes, speed up, slow down. You can make those decisions and give yourself time to make those decisions. Now, this is all very practical things you can use in your life, whether you're walking on a bike, in a bus, if you're in a car, whatever it is, driving a truck, whatever it is, these things you can use. And there's a lot more to it. But I want to take it to a spiritual aspect too. We all got this thing that pulls on us sometimes and tries to get our attention and tries to get our focus off the good things that we're supposed to be doing and the good person that we are and being a child of the Father. This thing called temptation. And when temptation comes, get that vision far, far ahead. If I do this, what will this cause? How will it affect the people around me? What's going to happen? Get that far vision. See as far ahead as you can, so to make a better decision with what's going on. So I'm always looking far ahead. So I'm always looking at what's going on. So I'm changing lanes sometimes. And some people are like, "Why are you changing lanes?" Well, I see this up here, and they're like, "Well, how did you know that?" Because you just got to keep on looking. Same thing with sin. When you come to that choice. That power of choice, and there is no more powerful gift the Father has given us than the power of choice. And the choices you make depict where you're going to be in your future, and they have depicted where you are now. Okay, you are exactly where you're at right now because of the choices you have made, and that's probably 99% of all situations across the globe. Very, very significant situations are different for some that are maybe like in hostage situations or grew up in an environment or a country that's very controlling and very dogmatic about what you know, what you do, what you say, and even what you think. If they even try to control that, but that's not many. There are choices you can make, even in a socialist country. There's choices that you got to make, and you can do things to better yourself. Because a lot of people have come out of those countries, come to the United States or other countries, because of who they were, what they knew, what they've done, and what they've accomplished. They were able to come past that, and you can do the same thing. But if you're here in America, and people can say whatever they want about this country, but people say a lot of bad things about America. But the freedom that America gives you allows you to say those stupid things out of your mouth. Without that freedom, you'd be shut down, put in jail, or even flogged, and in some cases even beheaded. So you go look around. It ain't all good everywhere in the world. You go out there with your opinions and burn flags across this globe. In other countries, they'll put you in jail. They might cut your hand off, cut your head off. They might just kill you, hang you right there. because it's got mob mentality. They'll attack you and they'll take care of you themselves. You don't go to court. So you got to realize where you're at and the freedoms that you have. You can say whatever you want about the presidents, or you can say whatever you want about the governors, whatever you want about the police, whatever you want. But we're relatively in a safe country that has freedoms to open the Bible and read it, and to, live a happy, good life, and to achieve much, and do a lot of great things. Go to school, make good choices, and become something. If you're an artist, if you're a dancer, you can express those things. Whatever it is. You can do those things. You have those freedoms here. There's a lot of places in this world that do not have those freedoms. And so the choices you make, look far, far ahead. And use the choices that you have right now, while we still have freedom. Use them to form your future. People say, oh, can you predict the future? No, but you can make it. You can absolutely make your future. If you go out and you work hard, you get your degree, and beyond getting a degree in college, learn things from masters that in whatever skill or place that you're going to. Learn from those that have done it before you. Learn from them. Listen. Write things down. Close your mouth, open your ears, and listen. And they'll teach you things you never thought about that they don't teach in school. And then you'll start to grow and grow and grow in your mental state and in your educational mind. You'll understand things you never understood before. You'll understand. You go and look up a word called empirical knowledge. Look up what empirical knowledge is. Look up. You want to know things that are beyond what school teaches, beyond the stuff you learn at work, beyond the stuff that your friends have taught and people tell you. So I'm telling you right now, if you got friends and family around you that are in the same situation you are, or worse, or maybe a little better, just a little better, then that's where you want to be, because that's the only advice they can give you, is to get to the point that they're at right now. Okay, so you got to get around other people that have a kind of life, or education, or some kind of knowing, or some kind of knowledge to know things that you don't know but you want to know, or live a life that you want to live that they already have. I have friends that are multi-millionaires, friends that are millionaires, and I listen to them. When I get around them, I'm not talking, I'm listening. And I'm gleaning from them their understanding or knowledge and the things that they have done to accomplish great things they have accomplished. You can do the same thing. That's that far things that pay attention to your surroundings. There's going to be somebody who'll catch your ear and you'll say, hey man, this man knows somebody. This woman knows something. I want to listen to what they are and start asking them questions. And if they're really intellectual, they'll be happy to teach you and pass down that information, that wisdom, that knowledge. And just the physical things we see, and the physical way we need to live around here in this world because of all that's going on. Pay attention. Live in prayer, live in righteousness, make good choices. Don't be in places you shouldn't be. Don't go with people you shouldn't go. Don't be saying things you shouldn't say, and don't be acting ways you shouldn't act in certain places. You can get yourself in trouble. The wrong place at the wrong time, saying the wrong thing with the wrong people can get you killed, put in a hospital, or maimed for life. So, think about what I'm saying. You have a power of choice. Use it wisely. Choose to educate yourself. Choose to be at peace with all men. Choose to save money. Choose to invest money. Choose to gain knowledge from those around you. Choose to find people who know way more than you know. You should always be the stupidest person in the room. Go and find people who are highly intelligent and have done so much. Get around them, hang around them as much as possible. Pull from them as much as you can. Okay? Yes, and even people who don't know the Bible and been studying it and living it a long time, get around them. They've lived a life you haven't lived, and that's what I'm trying to do more and more and more. Is trying to get around people who know more than I do, because I need more. I need more to become more for my family, for my children, for my grandchildren whenever they come, and for my grandchildren and for my great grandchildren. We have to think more outside the box. It's not just about me. It's not just about you. It's about all those around you. And even if you're doing things in secret, and listen to what I'm saying, even if you're doing things in secret, behind closed doors, those things that you're doing, those choices that you're making will affect your family sooner or later. Watch the seed that you're planting into your children. Watch the seed that you're planting into your friends and your family that are around you, especially if you're a grandfather, a grandmother, or a parent. Watch the things you're doing, because the seeds you plant, someone's going to have to eat from that tree one day once it grows, whether it's you or your children or your children's children or your best friends. Be careful what you do and what you plant. We will be accountable for the seed that we plant. Seeds are words, and words become actions, and actions become things, and those things become lives that have been formed. So be very careful what you're doing. Look around your surroundings. Use your intelligence. You know, put your emotions aside and do things the right way. Okay, with that, I'm here at work. I got to get in here. So shalom, shalom. I hope you're all blessed. I hope you all make really good choices. Use the power the Father has given you to make the right choices for your, not only today, but for your tomorrows to come. All right, shalom, shalom.